Hey everyone, and a huge welcome to all of you amazing government exam aspirants. So glad you're here for this really important explainer. Okay, let's not waste any time and jump right in. The Staff Selection Commission, the SSC, has just dropped a super critical time-sensitive notice for the MTS and Havaldar 2025 exam. And believe me, you're going to want to pay close attention, because this is a total game changer for your prep. So, the question buzzing around is, has the slot selection for the MTS 2025 exam actually started? And the answer is a big fat yes. It's a whole new process, and today we're going to unpack it all for you, piece by piece. All right, here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll talk about the big announcement itself. Then, we'll figure out what this self-slot selection thing even is. After that, and this is super important, we'll go over the key dates and deadlines. Then, I'll walk you through the exact steps you need to take. And finally, we'll wrap up with a warning you really can't afford to miss. Let's do this. Okay, first up, the big announcement. So, what's all the fuss about? Well, the SSC has rolled out a brand new feature, and it's all about making things easier for you, the candidate. So, we're talking about the multitasking staff and Havaldar exam for 2025. Now, the exam itself starts on February 4th, 2026. But the real news, the exciting part, is this new self-slot selection feature. For the very first time, you actually get to choose your own exam city and a block of dates that works for you. I mean, how cool is that? It puts so much more control right back in your hands. Which, of course, leads us to the next big question. What in the world is self-slot selection? Don't worry, we're about to demystify this whole new process right now. It's actually super simple. Self-slot selection is just a fancy name for a tool that lets you log into your portal and pick your favorite exam city and a range of dates. That's it. It means you can actually shape your exam schedule around your own life, not the other way around. All right, everybody, listen up. This next part is probably the most important slide in this entire breakdown. Seriously, you might want to grab your phone to take a picture of this or just write these dates down, because you cannot, I repeat, cannot forget them. Okay, look closely. The whole thing kicks off on January 16th, 2026. You have until January 25th at 11 p.m. to make your choice. That's your main window. Now, if you miss that, there's a final confirmation deadline on January 28th. After that, they'll tell you your city on the 30th, and then boom, exams start on February 4th. That timeline is tight, so you have to be ready. Okay, so you get the what and the when. Now let's talk about the how. What do you actually have to do? Let's walk through the exact steps you need to take. It's a really simple 4-step process. First, log into your candidate portal. Easy enough. Second, pick the city and date block you want. Third, you submit your final choice. And this is the most important part, step 4. Once you click that submit button, that's it. It is final. You cannot change it. No take-backsies. And hey, don't just take it from me. This is a direct quote from the official SSC notice. It says, option 1 submitted by the candidates will be considered final. No further changes will be allowed. They couldn't be any clearer, so please, think it through before you commit. All right, we're at our last section, and I need you to lean in for this one. This is the final warning, and it's a big deal. The consequences of not paying attention here are, well, they're not great. So what happens if life gets in the way and you miss that January 25th deadline? Is it all over? Is your chance gone? Well, not exactly. The SAC has given you one and only one last chance. So think of it like this. You have 2 chances. Option 1 is the main event. That's the slot selection window that ends on January 25th. This is your golden ticket, your best shot to pick what you want. But if you miss it, you have option 2, the feedback module, which closes on the 28th. This isn't about choosing anymore. It's just about raising your hand and saying, yes, I still want to take the exam. It's the absolute last resort. So let's be crystal clear about this. You get 2 shots, 2 chances to tell them you want to take this exam. First, by actually picking your slot. Second, by using that feedback module. After that, there are no more chances. And what happens if you don't do anything, if you miss both of those windows? The result is simple and brutal. The SSC will just assume you're not showing up. Your admission certificate, your admit card, will not be created. It's as simple as that. No action from you means no exam for you. So, what's the key takeaway from all of this? It's really simple. Act now. Don't wait. Put these dates in your calendar, set a reminder, and get it done. You've worked way too hard for way too long to risk it all over a simple deadline. Now, if you found this video helpful, please do me a huge favor and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. It really helps. And hey, drop a comment below and let me know if there's